when Alan Rickman passed away, I held a little Alan Rickman weekend where we built a fort and watched all the Alan Rickman films we could lay our hands on. It was very nice.
I went to a bar back in Nottingham that set up a big screen and served booze and showed Prince of Thieves, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
I
really like that.
Dogma is one of his best performances.
Dogma's a great film.
Love that film. Love that
Die
film.
Hard, of course.
Yes, that's a great one. He's in Perfume as well. That's an interesting film.
The book for that is good.
Yeah, I don't know whether I like which one I prefer, because I think both are good, actually, for an adaptation.
And that's rare.
Yeah. Especially about smell in two mediums that you can't really do it.
Yeah.
It's really well
Yes.
done.
Yeah.
You said there's a book.
It's
Can
quite-
you do scratch and sniff?
Hey. That would also be a bit weird.
Depends what you're scratching. Anyway,
I'm not going to say it.
And we're back to
Well,
being gross. And we're back to being super gross, folks. Welcome back, listeners, to Tales from the 20 Side, a Pathfinder
You
2nd
started
edition.
this dumb.
Let's Play podcast. My name is Dom, and I'm your GM for this game and for many others. And I'm joined by Stu.
hello.
I'm joined by Darren.
Hello.
I'm joined by Amy.
It's like we're primary school kids today, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it really is. It's great. And I'm joined by Asta.
Hello.
Yeah, no. Full apologies. Amy, as you say, this is entirely my fault. Entirely my fault.
I'm going to say,
I take no
I'd make any
responsibility.
suggestions for what might be scratched. So if you went to something mucky, that's in your own head. Rather like last week's,
Yeah.
that was in your own head, because I didn't go there at all until I realised later on.
There we go. I blame post-holiday tiredness and being a little bit ill. And yeah, just generally being an awful human being. So that's my. Those are my
The clock's
excuses. What are yours?
changed. It's
That's
thrown
it.
everything off. That's
It
why.
really has. I
If
feel
we've
like-
got
I
an
feel like
extra
it should
hour
be.
in bed.
That doesn't mean anything, though, Stu.
But it's like lunchtime now, but it's
Yeah.
not yet.
I mean, it
Indeed.
is lunchtime. It's 20 past 12, and 12 till 1 is lunchtime.
There you go. Stu,
It is definitely
Stu, Mr.
lunchtime.
Pedantic Jackson.
Technically
Oh, dear.
correct. The best type of correct.
It's the best time for what?
I said technically correct. The best type of correct.
Oh yes, yeah, no, I do agree. I do agree. Mostly. How's everyone doing? We enjoying our little side adventure we're going on?
Yeah, I like it.
It's so good.
We've got a spoon.
I mean, we're doing really well, but I don't know if I'm disappointed that we're not dying more.
We just need
You've
to
had
try
some-
harder.
What I will say is the first task which you've just completed is the easiest one to do in gameplay terms. Like it requires the fewest amount of successes. Everything from here on only requires more. So
Jinxed it.
more successes means more dice rolls. More dice rolls means more death. We hope.
That last task did require 5 successes, though. That was
It did.
that was a tough one. Tough old trolls.
They were tough old trolls. They were regenerating, but you overcame them with a spoon.
With
They
violence
were
and
they were
spoon.
mere blancmange against the power of my spoon.
Is it a big spoon or a little spoon?
Medium sized. Like a wooden cooking spoon.
A wooden cooking spoon. Have you been on Ready Steady Cook?
I've been on Ready Steady Stab.
Ah, that explains it.
That's the ghetto spin-off. There we go. So there's a new prime minister, eh, folks?
Oh.
I'm wondering how long we can keep this joke going, and it'll actually be relevant for.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think they've run out of people now. So
That's it.
Next, it is just going to be a potato.
Yeah.
it will be Larry.
I've said this before. I think Larry the cat is our best option. I really, really do. Like he has technically held a ministerial post for the last 11 years. No other MP can say that. and he's not been sacked. There's been no scandals. Larry the cat for PM. I think.
No scandals that we've heard of.
Well, that just means he's very good at covering them up. And in the world of politics, Asta, if the public don't hear about it, did it really happen?
Oh, this is very true.
There we go. Anyway,
There's
enough
a fierce
of that.
catnip problem, though.
Yeah, he does. He claims massive expenses on catnip.
Him and
But,
Go.
there we go. Yeah. Oh dear. Right, I can tell you guys are all eager to get back into the mischief that we were getting up to last time. So why don't we have a quick recap of where we find ourselves? What's going on, guys? We're not playing Pathfinder right now. What's happening?
Playing Caligni Quest. A variety of Goblin Quest.
Caligni Quest Part 2.
Yeah, these Caligni are heading into the tower to rescue some children, being led quietly by Della, the Bright Walker, and we've done some good so far. My character eased our way through a tight tunnel by snotting it all up. Beaten some stuff up.
Some trolls.
Oh, we
Yeah, we took
defeated
some
a
trolls
stone
down.
slab.
Yeah.
You did.
You
He did.
sneezed and blood
The
everywhere.
stone slab defeated me.
Yes.
Gordon's shovel's coming in really handy.
But we're still all alive so far, so that's good. For now.
I kind of want Alan to make it to the end.
Me too.
Wow. Only the dice can decide if that will be the case or not.
Yeah.
What do you think, then, guys?
Completed our first.
You've completed your
task?
first task, first of 3 tasks. You have infiltrated the clock tower. Your little band of misfits is inside and are plotting their next move, which I can tell you takes us on to your second task. And I'm going back into gameplay speak because I think you guys just want to get on with it. Your second task in this mission is to release the children. Now, in order to release the children, the very first thing you have to do is find where they're being held. So, let's get straight into it. I turn it over to you guys. What bright ideas has everyone got to help you find where they're being held?
Kanye Hearwell wants to use his big ears and his expertise for hearing well to try and hear children.
All right, let's have some rolls there. I think that's going to be 2 rolls, 2d6.
I rolled 5 and a 1.
Okay, so that is a success. However, it's also an injury. So tell us how this happens here, Amy.
So Kanye is listening. He's putting his ears up to the wall, to the door, to the ground, and he's straining really, really hard. And then you hear a very slight pop, and you see a bit of blood dribbling out of one ear, and he's burst an eardrum.
Oh no! That's impressive considering there's no muscle there. But okay.
Yeah.
There we go. So how many injuries does that put on Kanye onto?
That's his first one.
That's his
He
first
was
one.
Injury-free last turn.
He was. There we go. Very nice. That's worth noting. There is no way to recover injuries. They stay with you until you either win or you die. All right. So Kanye pops his ear to the door. He informs you that he's starting to get quite a good understanding just through listening of the layout, at least of this floor. And as he's listening listening out, he can kind of hear very soft, childlike sobbing coming from somewhere. Definitely from somewhere on this floor, but exactly where, he's not too sure. Who else would like to attempt to move us forward here?
Connor will get out his ancestral conch shell with the intention of playing a jaunty note on it to see if the children repeat that noise back and give away their location.
Conch shell sonar, I love it.
The magical conch shell.
There we go.
Magically makes a noise when you blow into it.
Yeah. I just as an aside while Stu's rolling, I love that idea in general. Like, you know, common magic items that aren't magical at all. They just do something really mundane, but they just appear magical. Quite cool. What you got?
So I just rolled a 2.
Yes.
And a 1.
Okay. So
Reroll?
Now,
this is our first time where we might have it.
I get a reroll. Do I reroll both the dice or just one?
Yes. If you re-roll, you re-roll all the dice you've rolled.
Okay, that's good because I already have an injury, so I'm going to use my re-roll.
All right.
Oh dear. A 2 and a 3.
2 and a 3. Oh no! So this is both an injury and something bad happens. So, Stu, narrate for us how this makes the task harder for everyone else, and B, how Connor meets a grisly end.
So Connor puts the conch shell to his mouth. His snotty nose, however, leaks on the floor. He slips in the snot face first as the conch shell pierces out the back of his head.
Oh no!
And you hear a very loud noise coming from the conch shell as it does so, potentially alerting the bad guys.
All right. Oh no! But that is the end of Connor Crowley. So if you get your second Caligni ready there, Stu, they will enter play at the start of the next round. In the meantime, Gordon and Alan, you've just watched Connor just impale himself, and he stops moving. You need to find these children. Your fallen brother can wait for another day. What do you wish to do?
Alan will shout out in the hopes that the children will respond. Join us or die.
All right. Let's have a roll there with a -1 from something bad.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, so the 3 becomes a 2, which is an injury. Do you wish to re-roll it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So you get your 1 re-roll for that
I
character.
rolled a 2.
Oh, mate. So, Darren, how in calling out to the children, in appealing to their fear, how does Alan Rickman end himself?
He has an aneurysm and collapses on the floor.
Oh no! Oh, that's grim. So Gordon, you're in this kind of macabre dining room. The 2 trolls are dead. You've just watched 2 of your companions just basically collapse and stop moving. How do you react in this situation? You've got you've got a mission to complete.
Gordon is going to use his noteworthy mark, which is his luminous white eyes.
Yes.
And he's going to try and use them sort of like headlamps to see if they reflect on any children.
Oh, nice. Kind of like an X-ray type. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have 2d6 there for Gordon.
That is a 5 and a 4.
5 and a 4. Very nice. We have a single success and something good for the next roll. Very, very nice. So how does this contribute to the mission there, Asta?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay. What I tell you what I think happens. I think as Gordon's eyes flash with this colour, they do act almost like an X-ray type thing, and suddenly you find yourself, Gordon. You're looking through the walls, and you suddenly have a very good idea of the layout of this floor. So, coupled with the direction found from Kanye's hearing and your amazing eyesight, you're not certain just yet, but you think the children are probably somewhere off to the northeast from where you are. At the end of that action, two more Caligni step forward from the shadows. Stu, who steps forward?
So Caitlin Crowley Caligni steps forward, fondling her spoons. Looks over at the Rickman's wooden spoon, but she instead bends down and wrenches the conch shell, the heirloom, from
Connor's head.
Connor's head, yeah. And wipes it off. So,
yeah. Perfect.
I'm glad you clarified that.
As Caitlin steps forward, Darren, who appears?
Guy appears.
Guy Rickman.
And picks up the spoon and says, "Now I have the power, cousin."
I really want to see what all of these references are. This is great. All right, okay. But as these two new Caligni take their place amongst the group, it's a fresh round. You've still got to find these children, and you need 2 more successes to do it. Who's got an idea?
Kanye is going to walk to the northeast, and he wants to walk to where we think they are.
Yeah, you start
Try and find
navigating.
them.
Start navigating through the through the tower, of course. Let's have a D6 there, then, Amy.
Rolled 5.
5. So that is a success. Tell us how this contributes to the mission.
I walk out the room.
Yes.
And I find another door.
You do. So you step into what looks to be a kind of bunking chamber with these massively large beds, upon which you can see there are 2 trolls sort of snoring away as they snooze. It's also worth noting throughout this entire tower, you can just hear the sound of grinding gears and clanking clockwork from somewhere far above you. So it's very loud in this tower to start with.
That's good.
Yeah,
it's a fat beat.
Yeah, no. So yeah, you and as you step through, you kind of come to another doorway, which leads roughly off in the northeasterly direction. I tell you what, I think that's the success there. Kanye just opens the door in front of them and walks forward. Looks great.
Yeah. I opened a door! Yay!
Cool. Perfect. So that brings us to everybody else. What you got?
So, Caitlin, seeing Kanye off through this door, is going to use her family noteworthy mark, because all the Crowley family are covered in blue spiralling tattoos from head to toe.
Okay.
So
that
Caitlin's
clearly
going
follows
to,
a phrasma.
maybe. Caitlin is going to look at her own tattoos to see if any of them look like they might be a map of the area, a map of the tower.
I love it. I love it. Roll 2d6 there, Stu.
Oh, a 6 and a 5.
A 6
Prison Break.
and
Yes.
5. As Caitlin looks down, I mean, I'll let you narrate how this happens there, Stu.
Yeah, so Caitlin has a look at her left arm. No, that's just blue spiraling. She looks down at her right arm and realises, oh, hang on. Yes, it's a map of the tower.
It's this is a place that she scouted a long time ago on one of her raids to the surface, and she just happened to draw an exact map of the ground floor. And with that, Caitlin immediately identifies that to the northeast there is a small prison of sorts, which is almost certainly where the children are going to be kept. That is a successful stage, folks. Well done.
Woo.
Okay. So following Caitlin's map, Kanye's hearing, and Connor, rest in peace, is sight. No, sorry. Whose sight was it? Gordon's sight. Gordon's sight. Apologies. And Gordon's sight. You quickly piece together exactly where these children are probably being held. You start making your way through. As you step through the door out of this bedchamber, you immediately come to a room that is. There's a door to the north that Caitlin knows leads to a staircase leading upwards. There's a door to the south that Caitlin knows leads outside, and there is a door opposite that leads into, I guess an armory of sorts through which the prison can be found. However, standing immediately in front of you, in the centre of this chamber, there is a tall, dark-robed figure with a hood pulled over its head. You can see the feet are bare, and the skin is cracked and blue. Certainly, Della would recognise this as one of Queen Elvana's mirror men.
Oh no!
A very powerful, very dangerous guard. So the second stage in releasing the children is we need to avoid detection. So Caitlin and Kanye have acted. So Gordon and Guy. I love the alliteration. That's very sexy. Gordon and Guy. How do you want to help get your party past this first obstacle?
Gordon will use his noteworthy mark again to create sort of like a little white dot on the wall and try and coax the mirrorman over there like a cat.
Okay, I like that. So using your eyes like a laser pointer.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so let's have 2d6 there.
Gordon's eyes explode as he does this, and he falls down dead.
Oh no! What did you roll?
2 1s.
Oh, mate.
You could re-roll.
Oh shit! I'm gonna re-roll.
Yeah. Don't do that.
That's significantly better. That's a 4 and a 5.
A 4 and a 5. That is significantly
So much better.
So a 4 and a 5 is a success and a something good. So yeah, Gordon, you shine your eyes on the wall like a laser, and you do see, you do watch as this mirror man's head. You haven't seen it from the front yet, but you see its head twitches toward the light, and it kind of cocks its head curiously as you do so. You seem to have it distracted for the time being. Guy, it's your action.
Guy, whilst it's distracted, is just going to try and quickly sneak past.
Perfect.
Nothing fancy, just trying to sneak past.
Yeah, just fly casual and get past. I like it. Let's have a d6 there, Darren.
Rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6, which is a success. With the mirror man distracted, Guy, you lead. Oh, sorry. If you wish to describe this here, I keep forgetting it's a player-driven.
No. I successfully sneak past with no trouble.
And I think as part of that, you are able to usher the rest of the group past the mirror man. Sort of Gordon's eyes tracking it like a laser pointer across the floor, just to keep his attention away from you. And the whole group traverses past the mirror man in this room, and with the tiniest of creaks, you open the door in front of you, and you step into what Caitlin knows to be an armory. And as the door closes with a click behind you, you see the mirror man turning briefly in your direction. And as it turns round, for those of you who haven't seen one before, rather than a face, than a humanoid face, you see this creature has just a solid sheet of mirrored glass staring back at you instead of a face. But it doesn't seem to pay any attention for the time being. The four of you find yourselves in the next room, and you can immediately see along the walls to the north and south, there are racks of sort of various weapons and armour. In the centre of the room is a large wooden table, which seems to be covered with documents of all sorts. Standing with his back against a door to the far side, you can see there is another troll. And when I say standing, I mean he seems to be literally, his head is down. He seems to be having a little snooze. However, on a chain, kind of patrolling around the room, you can see there is a large green dog-like creature that you recognise as a trollhound. So that brings us to a fresh round. What does everyone wish to do?
We need to make it across this room to the children, yeah.
You do. So, going by Caitlin's map, you know there are 3 doors in this room. The door to the south leads to like a master bedroom, perhaps somewhere a commander or something might sleep. The door immediately opposite is a storeroom of sorts, and the door to the north leads to the prison.
Okay. And that's one the troll is at.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You can also see that this troll has a ring of keys dangling from its belt.
Caitlin is going to sort through her spoon collection, find the shiniest looking spoon, hold it up in front of her face, and try and pose as one of the mirror men, like she'd just seen. And walk up past the troll dog with nothing to see here. Just me, a mirror man.
Just me, a mirror man. Very nice. All right, so let's have 2d6 there. What was Guy's rolls? I can't remember. Was it just a 6 success?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, you did. Okay, perfect. So in that case, it's just a straight roll.
Oh, shit. Right, I'm going to use my reroll for Caitlin now, because that was a 1 and a 2.
All right. It gets bitten in half by a trollhound.
Ooh, a 2 and a 5.
Okay, so 2 and a 5 is a success, but also an injury. What happens here for Caitlin?
So, Caitlin's holding this spoon up in front of her face, and the trollhound doesn't seem to pay her any heed and seems to be easily convinced. Unfortunately, whilst holding the spoon up in front of her face, Caitlin walks into a door and pokes the spoon straight into her eye.
Oh, that's painful. It's nasty. Right, so a wound, but a success. Everybody else, what do you got?
Kanye is going to use his defining, not a noteworthy mark, his thing that he has, which is smelling nice.
Yes.
To sort of get the troll to sleepwalk, like he smelt a nice pie cooling on the window, and he's just like, oh, I want to go eat that.
This is going very, very Tom and Jerry. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Have you roll 2d6 for me?
I got. Have I used my reroll? I have for Kanye, haven't I?
I think you have. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I got a 6, 1 success, and a 2,
Excellent.
which is my injury.
Oh no.
So, the way this happens is that it's too good, right? I just smell too much like a cherry pie. So in the troll sleepwalking days, he just starts eating me.
He just picks
I
you up
don't
and eats
exist
you.
anymore.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, what a way to go for Kanye. But yeah, I tell you what, Kanye's noble sacrifice does indeed provide enough of a distraction for the rest of you to get past it and past the hound and through the door itself. As you step into the prison, you can see there are sort of 5 cells lining the walls, each of which contains at least one human child of various. They're a mix of boys and girls. They look sort of like waifs or orphans or that kind of thing. And you can see as you all step into the room, crisscrossing the floor and running sort of from ceiling to wall and floor and all that sort of thing, there are a number of thin wires that appear to be attached to bells. So we've still got to get through your second stage to avoid detection. What would Gordon and/or Guy like to do?
Guy would like to. He unfurls his hair, which he can control. I've just decided.
Okay, sure.
And moves it along the floor to steady the individual bells.
I like that. That's great. That's going to be 2d6, I think.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Roll
to
2
3s. 5 and a 4.
5 and a 4. Very nice. So that is a success and something good. Tell us how this happens, Darren. So not only do you make progress, you also make it easier for everyone else.
Okay, well, he just successfully does what he intended to do.
Yeah.
He steadies all the bells. So now we can move freely through the
through the tripwires.
Through the tripwires, yeah.
Yeah, very, very nice. So we still need to get one more success here, and it falls to Gordon to tell us how we attempt it.
Oh no, it doesn't feel like violence is going to be much use here.
I feel like you should use it though.
Gordon hits Guy
Just
with
murder
the
the
shovel.
No, with the bells slightly steadied, Gordon is going to use his shovel like a pole dancing pole to shimmy through and hop and skip and just twirl and looks magnificent with his waistcoat.
Let's have 2d6 there from Gordon.
What am I doing?
Using it like a pogo stick.
Yeah.
That is a 6 and a 2.
Oh, so I can tell you this is a success. That is the final success for this stage. However, Gordon is going to meet a grisly end. What happens here, Asta?
He just, as he is getting towards the very end of this stream of strung cables and such, doing really well, looking fantastic. The shovel slips out from under him and he just decapitates on one of the wires.
It's like Oh, is it Ghost Ship, that film where like the cable was whipped
yeah.
in the ship? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that. Oh, that's gnarly. But yeah, he manages to navigate a path for everyone to get past these tripwires and get to the cages themselves. But in doing so, Gordon, the last of this original group of Caligni, heroically sacrifices himself. Oh dear! And that brings us on to the start of a new round. So, Amy, who steps out the shadows to join their comrades?
So out from behind the corner steps Kanye Hearwell II, and he goes up to where Kanye Hearwell I had died, and he sort of rumbles through the clothes to find the earring. He clips it to his left ear rather than his right ear because that's different, and they are different people. And he joins the party.
Very nice.
Would it be,
And
can you hear well too?
But that would have been a better thing to say. Yes, that is more funny.
Asta, who steps out the shadows?
Stepping out of the shadows to pick up their ancestral shovel is Doug.
Nice.
As he attempts to introduce himself, just barks quietly.
That's amazing. I love it. Okay, that does also bring us to a new round. The final stage of Release the Children is, as you might expect, Release the Children. What's everyone want to do here?
Caitlin's going to step forward to pick out a spoon from her collection to try and start picking the locks with the handles.
I like that. Let's have 2d6 there for Caitlin.
Ooh, a 5 and a 6.
5 and a 6. Very, very nice. So that is 2 successes there for Caitlin. Very nice. Quick as a flash, Caitlin finds the appropriate spoons, and there is a click as 2 of these cages are open, and you see a couple of children come out. You see there are two cages that remain locked. Everybody else, what you got?
Doug is going to approach one of these cages and a little bit Will Turner style, shove the shovel underneath and use leverage.
Leverage, I like it. I like it. Let's have 2d6 from Doug.
I'm going to immediately reroll. Because that was 2 1s.
Amazing.
Oh, no.
And that is a 5 and a 2.
5 and a 2, so that is a success but an injury. Narrate this for us, please, Asta.
So he's using leverage and growling at the cage door as he does so, and just as it lifts off, it kind of drops onto his foot, and that's probably a broken toe.
That's probably several broken toes by the weight of those cage doors. There we go. Yeah, he opens the third of these cages holding the children inside and hurts himself in the process. Kanye and Guy, what you got?
Well, Guy is going to use his hair again to wrap around a door, a cell, and just try and rip it open, rip it off its hinges.
I love it. Let's have 2d6.
With the power of his hair.
With the power of his hair. Amazing.
Did you say 2d6?
Yes, please.
A 2 and a 5.
Okay, so that is a success and an injury. I will tell you that is enough to complete that task. However, you do take the injury. Unless you want to re-roll.
No, I'll take the injury.
Take the injury, alright. So, how does that happen for Doug? How does he hurt himself?
The force he puts into ripping the door off takes a chunk of his scalp with it.
Oh, that's nasty. Scalps himself. Oh, that's pretty raw as well.
Yeah, it fucking hurts, mate.
Nasty. All right. Well, so with that, there is a clang as sort of a clatter and a clang as the 4 doors for each of these cells spring open, and you see sort of looking nervously out at you. Sort of, you see 6 sort of very, very hungry, very tired, very cold, very, 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 very scared-looking children. Which is going to bring us onto the 3rd task. The 3rd task here, now you have infiltrated the tower, you have released the children, you now all need to escape. So, if I'm correct in thinking here, your first stage is to move the children away. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, it's because it's a new task. It's a fresh round. Everybody has an action to start with.
Caitlin's going to get several of her spoons out of the collection and start playing them like a musical instrument in an effort to emulate the Pied Piper of Hamelin, to entice the children. I mean, this is getting dark very quickly, but to entice the children to follow.
Sure. Okay. Let's have a 2d6 there, Stu.
Oh. So what happens, because I've already used the reroll, Caitlin gets the spoons out, however gets too many spoons out, and they clatter to the floor, and Caitlin slips on them, falls onto the stone floor and breaks her neck.
Oh no. What is your roll, Stu? I'm curious.
A 1 and a 2.
Oh mate, that's unfortunate. Caitlin goes down under the weight of her own spoons. That's quite horrifying. Oh dear. Okay, everybody else, what you got?
Kanye here will too, as we're going with that now. Would like to sing a song to calm the children down.
Okay, sure.
That was a cocked dice, so I will re-roll.
Okay.
And that was a 6.
Excellent. That is a singular success there. Very nice. Narrate this for us, Amy. What happens here?
I start wailing, but somehow the kids like it.
Yeah. He starts dropping in words like yeet and lit and fleek, and the kids like, oh, this guy understands us.
Yeah, I'm down with the kids. It slaps.
So I'm sure. Very nice. So it's just Guy left, and Doug, left with an action here.
I think I will just say to the children, follow me.
Roll d6.
5.
That's another success, yeah.
I'd loved if you got an injury just from...
I don't know how I'm going to injure myself doing this one.
Yeah, the kids rush you.
Yeah, they all pull out knives and just shiv you.
Yeah, they all wet me thumb.
That's it. They've been too institutionalized in the prison system. There you go. Okay, yes, that is your second success. You see these children soothed by Kanye's tones, ignoring the horror that is Caitlin's broken neck, encouraged by your words of encouragement. They all step out of their cells and they start to follow you. Just Doug left with an action here. We still need 3 more successes on this stage.
Well, there's only one thing Doug can really do in this scenario. He's gonna bark like a dog, because kids like dogs.
Yeah, nice. I like it. Roll 2d6 there.
That's a 5 and a 1.
5 and a 1. That's a success and an injury.
So Doug successfully imitates a dog, because I was very tempted to call him Dog initially, and he coaxes the children after him a little way, and then he trips over the body of his predecessor, Gordon, and also decapitates himself.
Oh no, was that your second injury?
Yes.
Oh, mate. This was going so well as well. Oh, no. Oh dear. All right. Okay. So yeah, you start making some progress. You start leading the children back out into the armory. Doug sacrificing himself to do so. It's the start of a new round. Stu, who steps out of the shadows?
So we have the Caligni Caleb Crowley.
Caleb, very nice.
Steps forward and is currently juggling at the moment a stick, a rock, and a skull of some sort of creature. But he quickly scoops up the conch shell and adds that to the items he's currently juggling.
That's pretty sick. I like that. It's pretty cool. Perfect. And Asta, who also steps out of the shadows.
Stepping out of the shadows is a Caligni with very short arms. And
Little T-Rex arms.
Rex appears to originally struggle picking up the shovel because his arms can't reach him.
Amazing.
And then he sort of kicks it and got it.
Very, very nice. All right, that brings us to the start of a new round. You've got the children out of the prison. You still need to move them through the tower itself, and we need 2 more successes. Who has an idea?
I'm going to flap my big ears, pick up a child and fly to the exit.
Yeah, okay, sure. Let's have 2d6 there.
I rolled a 6 and a 1.
Oh, so it's a success but an injury. What happens?
One of my ears falls off. I can no longer fly.
That's it. It was a very short-lived flight. However, you do get some of the children across to at least across the armory without the troll hound or the troll noticing. We need 1 more success here. Who has an idea?
Guy is going to scoop up some of the children in his hair, carry them on his person, and make a break for the exit.
Yeah, perfect. Let's have 2d6 there.
A 2 and a 3.
Okay, so that is assuming you want to keep those. That is something bad and an injury.
No, I'm not going to keep those at all.
Okay, reroll.
I'm going to roll again.
Use your reroll.
6 and a 5.
Much better.
6 and 5. I can tell you is 2 successes. Doug, Guy, as you scoop up, the rest of the children, you get all the way to the armory through the armory with your comrades in tow, and as you open the door into the kind of corridor where you need to get through in order to get towards the exit. You see standing before you, facing the door, sword drawn, the Mirror Man from a moment ago. We are into the second stage of this task, which is deal with the resistance. Caleb and Rex have actions.
Caleb, where he's juggling various items, is going to start headbutting those items to fire them at the Mirror Man.
That sounds like you want to roll 3d6 there, Stu.
Yeah, do I get 3 dice for that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to keep this score. I got a 6, I got a 4, and I got a 1.
Nice. Okay, so it's success, something good, and an injury.
Yep, he manages to get a couple of items fired at the Mirror Man, causing him to stagger, which has the effect of distracting the Mirror Man somewhat with this unexpected assault. However, on his last time, he goes to headbutt the conch shell. However, the pointed bit gets stuck in his eye.
Oh no! It's got a thing for eyes, isn't it? This conch shell.
Yeah.
Maybe we should be using the conch shell as a weapon because it seems to be pretty lethal so far. There we go. Okay, so that leaves us with Rex. Does Rex have an idea?
Yes. Rex is going to step up and he's going to stare at the Mirror Man's mirror, and his glowy white eyes are going to start glowing, and he's going to start reflecting light into the mirror, back into his eyes, into the mirror, back into his eyes, and create an infinite loop where the Mirror Man can't look away.
Yeah, I like it. That's it. Now look at the child. Now back to me. I am a child. don't look anywhere else apart from my face. Okay, roll 2d6 there for me, Asta.
That is double sixes.
Excellent. The Mirror Man. I'll let you narrate it thereafter.
So with the glowing eyes and the mirror reflecting and refracting, Rex just creates this sort of strange infinite light loop where he hypnotizes the Mirror Man, and the Mirror Man can't look away.
No, that's it. Very thoroughly distracted here. We've got 3 successes out of a total of 7. This is a hard task. That's the end of Rex's turn. It's the top of a round. You've all got actions.
Guy will place the children gently on the floor, and give a little sort of Timotei head whip of his hair to reveal that the underlayer of hair has lots of little spoons attached to it, which he will then whip towards the heart of the Mirror Man.
That sounds great. Let's have 3d6 there.
3d6. A 3, and a 4.
Okay, so that is something bad, and something good. 2 of those cancel each other out, so we are left with a single something bad. What happens?
I miss.
Yeah?
I miss. And that's bad.
You miss, you ping, these spoons go flying fucking everywhere, and suddenly the entire ground is like really tricky footing because there's just so many spoons. You've all got to try and balance, keep your footing there. Very nice from Guy. Anybody else?
I'm gonna slap the Mirror Man with my big remaining ear.
All right. Roll d6.
To knock him to the ground.
Go with 2d6.
Actually, rolled 2. I've used my reroll on this one? No. Have I?
I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Up to you guys to track that. I don't think you've used it for Caligni 2.
No, I will because I rolled double 3s. I rolled a 5 and a 3.
5 and a 3. So with something bad, that becomes a 4 and a 2. So something good and an injury.
I lose my other ear.
Oh no. Is that the first injury on Caligni 2?
Well, that's something bad. So I've only got 1 injury, unless that something bad counts as an injury, in which case I die.
Oh no. Something bad isn't an injury. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Well, the ear just falls off. Then it's not an injury. It's like it never existed.
Yeah. It just regrows. It's fine.
Yeah. That's what us Caligni are known for. Regrowing.
That's it. Well, certainly the Hearwell family are known for that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Caleb and Rex, what you got? This Mirror Man is still looking dazzled in front of you. You can see there is a crack. There is a tiny crack from where Caleb hit it a second ago, and the floor is no longer covered in spoons. It's fine.
Well, Caleb's going to cut out the middleman this time and just run over and headbutt.
All right,
Mirror Man.
2d6 on the Mirror Man.
That I'm going to. Do I keep? Yes, I'll keep it. So it's definitely got the Mirror Man's attention. As the Mirror Man sees him coming, and and has all of his attention, so that's something good happens, because that rolled a 4 for that.
Yep.
However, seeing him coming, the Mirror Man just holds out a fist, and Caleb runs straight into it, and the fist goes straight through his head and out the back.
I think it would be the sword rather than the fist. But
the sword,
same
yes,
thing happens.
That's, yes, as Caleb rolled a 2 as well as a 4. So something an injury, and Caleb is down.
No. That just leaves Rex left to act.
Rex is going to run forward with his long legs but his really short arms, and just sort of do like a kangaroo jump and just try and smack the Mirror Man with his shovel as he uses his violence.
I like it. Let's have 2d6.
That is 4 and a 4.
4 and a 4, so actually they both become successes because of something good. This creature is so distracted by impaling Caleb, Rex is able just to stab it in the back. Very nice. Takes to 5 successes. Start of a round. Stu, who steps out of the shadows?
So this is the most normal looking of the Crowley family, the most normal looking Caligni. This is Kara, who steps forward and says, "It's fine, I'm not like any of them losers. I'm immortal." Which is Kara's unique trait, is that she believes herself.
Believes she's immortal. Yeah, I thought that's great. I love that. Okay, in that case, top of the round. This Mirror Man, it's heavily injured, but you've still got to bring it down or find another way past it. What are you doing?
Shove my earring in its face.
Yeah, all right. Roll 2d6
eye
for me.
face.
It's eye face.
Yeah.
It's face eye.
They don't have eyes, they just have faces. Double 6!
Excellent. Which is enough to succeed on this stage for Kanye. Tell us how it happens, Amy.
So he takes the earring off the ear that is now on the floor because it's no longer attached to his head.
Yeah.
And he takes off the back clip, and then he just jumps at the Mirror Man and slams it straight into the face.
Nice.
Where it's weakened from all that light that
Nice. That the eyes were doing. Like one of those kind of hammers that is designed for emergency use in buses and stuff.
Yeah. Exactly that.
And you watch as Kanye leaps forward, earring in hand. The earring strikes the glass surface. The hand passes through. The mirror shatters, revealing just a hollow skull behind it. Quite
I would have
grisly.
got away with it if it wasn't for these pesky kids.
That's it. And you watch, there is a clatter as the sword drops from the Mirror Man's hand. It twitches and shudders, and then collapses to the ground in a heap as well. You have dealt with the resistance, and with that dealt with, your group manages to get the children back through the barracks into the dining area, and you start ushering them down the tunnel. There was one
Dana
last
grabs
thing.
the sword.
She does not.
Yes, she does.
There is one last thing that needs to happen here, and that is you need to prevent yourselves from being followed. I believe it's a fresh round. Sorry, Kanye has acted. So Kara, Rex, and Guy all have actions.
Kara, knowing that she's immortal, is just going to start kicking at some wood, holding up the tunnel.
Yep.
Because even if the stones fall on her, it doesn't matter because she's immortal.
She's immortal, right? I love it.
She's trying to collapse the tunnel above her. Yeah, because she's immortal, so it's fine.
That's great. Roll a d6.
1d6, or do I get 2 for that?
What's your second? Because she believes she's immortal. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's have 2.
So, yeah, I'm going to keep that. So she gets a 4.
Okay. Something good.
Yeah, it sort of actually, it clears a bit of the wood out the way, opening the tunnel slightly so the children can get out a bit quicker. However, a rock does fall on her head and leaves her momentarily stunned, a little bit concussed.
Was that an injury?
I also rolled a 1, yes.
Okay, very nice. So with Kara concussed but making progress, Rex and Guy, what you got?
Oh, I don't know what to do. I think Guy will usher Rex through the entrance and then use his hair to cocoon himself and the entrance up, and it's impenetrable unless anybody uses scissors or a fire.
Oh, nice. Just tries to make it into like a spiderweb type thing.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
sacrificing myself for the good.
For the greater good.
For the greater good.
Greater good.
All right. Let's have 2d6 then.
A 6 and a 4.
6 and a 4. So actually, with the something good from a second ago, that becomes a 6 and a 5. That is 2 successes. Guy gets you all through the hole and begins to seal it up with his hair. And you can see, Guy, as you're doing this, you can see the wall and the wood is starting to break and splinter. Perhaps you won't need to stay here. Maybe you can collapse it just with sheer force of hair. Who knows? We have Rex left to act, and we require 2 final successes to pass this mission. What you got, Rex?
I'm going to use my expertise in violence and my heirloom shovel.
Yes.
And I'm going to assist in just wrecking shit in this tunnel and just try and help collapse it.
Let's have 3d6 then from Rex.
I'm going to re-roll.
Okay.
Because 3 1s is pretty bad.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
I need some new dice.
Yes, you do.
Okay, 2 5s and a 1 is significantly better.
2 5s and a 1 is 2 successes and also an injury. Did Rex already have an injury?
No, he did not. That's his first one.
All right. I can tell you, though, Asta, 2 successes is enough to make this a total success on the final task. Tell us how it happens.
So Rex takes his shovel and his stumpy arm rage and just assists in bringing down the inside of the tunnel and helps Guy escape without having to sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
And as he does so, just trips momentarily, hits his head,
face plant. Yeah.
gets up, can't remember who he is or why he's there, and then carries on running forwards with everyone else.
That's amazing. So as the 4 of you, plus Della from the Shadows, plus the rest of your Caligni families, plus all these children that you have indeed rescued, you pound down this tunnel. You can hear it kind of collapsing and caving in behind you. It's very tense. You're not sure you're going to make it, and then almost without realizing it, at breakneck speed, you hit the bottom of the tunnel, and you all spill out as a cloud of dust spits out behind you, followed by rubble sealing it closed forever. And that is where we end for tonight, folks. Total success on your mission.
We did it with violence. Yes.
Tales from the 20 Side is a Feagle Films production in association with Juicy Falls. Music by Alexander Nakarada and editing by Stu Jackson. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Discord by searching Tales from the 20 Side or by visiting talesfromthe20side.com. kind of wanted Guy to die just so a hand could come out of the rubble holding a spoon, and then my next Caligni would come in and take it.
Yeah, I mean, for narrative purposes, if that's what you want to happen, that happens. Absolutely fine. Still a less than 50% casualty rate. I think Otto would call that acceptable losses.
Yeah. I think Della would probably stay rather than running back with, because she's got to do with her friends.
She's got more to deal with upstairs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
With staying with Chardonnay.
Cinematically, it would end where the Caligni and the children disappear, and as Della sees this tunnel collapse behind them, she sends Ryden checks in with her. Is it time? It's time. And then guitar solo, camera pans out. Join us next season. There we go.
That was
fun.
That was
I
great.
enjoyed that.
Good. I'm glad you did.
I just assumed that all of my characters were going to get absolutely rinsed through.
I mean, to be fair, that kind of is the intention. You guys just rolled really, really well.
Well, I lost 3 characters. How many did everyone else?
I lost 1.
I lost 1.
I lost 2, and then Rex is halfway gone, no longer remembering who he is. He has absolutely got amnesia.
That's it.
But 7
Were all of your characters called Kanye, Amy?
Yeah, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th.
Cool. Well, thank you, folks. That was very enjoyable. I'm glad that went as well as it did.
Yes, that was great.
Thank you. Enjoyed that.
And then we'll pick up next time with the B team, I guess. Because after the success of that, like you guys have got some work to do. That's all I'm saying.